Hey guys, yo, my bad about not posting for a while. So I've been focused on school. School started up and I'm getting a lot of work. It's my first year taking AP classes. I'm a sophomore right now. I have two AP classes, AP World and Bio. Obviously, Bio is kind of related to what I'm doing on my channel. So I'm obviously gonna be able to post this content. So yeah, so I did like a reading guide review of chapter 5 in the Campbell's textbook. So I just want to kind of play the video for you because I can't somehow import this video into my phone. So let's play from here. Yeah, hello, and today we'll be focusing on chapter 5 reading guide for the Campbell's and for the 12th edition. I think it came out this year. I have no idea. I kind of want to start this new series where I kind of review these reading guides that I'm doing because I keep getting assigned these in class, and I kind of just want to review them so that you guys get a gist of it and I better understand my concepts. So the first question goes over: the most important large molecules found in all living things fall into just 4 main classes. So the 4 main classes that we have are carbohydrates, nucleic acids, proteins, and lipids. Obviously, all of these have different functions, but then they're also really essential for our body. Proteins are like enzymes and all that. Lipids are like oils, wax. Carbohydrates are like the foods that can provide you the instant energy. And nucleic acids like DNA. They obviously hold your genetic material. So there are only 3 classes that are called macromolecules. There's only one class that's not called macromolecules, and that's lipids. Carbohydrates, nucleic acids, and proteins are all macromolecules because they're large molecules that are made up of monomers that combine together to form polymers. Lipids are technically not considered polymers because they're already made up of 3 fatty acids and 1 glycerol. And then also they're not as big as compared to carbohydrates, nucleic acids, and proteins. Those are the first 2 questions. Macromolecules are large molecules that are made up by multiple monomers. Monomers connect together to create polymers, and then that ultimately creates a macromolecule. So what is a polymer? Polymer is technically the macromolecule, and the monomers are technically the building blocks that form polymers. In carbohydrates, we have monosaccharides. So different sugars come, just like we can say lactose to be a disaccharide, which is technically 2 sugars coming together, glucose and galactose, and that's found in your milk. That's the milk sugar. And then sucrose. Sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose. They're disaccharides, but then they're technically still a polymer if you think about it. Okay. So question number 4. When 2 monomers are bonded, what type of reaction is this called? This is called dehydration synthesis. Dehydration synthesis is the process of 2 monomers or multiple coming together, and when they come together, they release water in the process. Usually around the heads, or even in the examples of where they show dehydration synthesis, the ends of the monomers that are coming together, either one side has a hydrogen and the other side has hydroxide. They come together to form H2O. H2O is water, and that is kind of like released after the process. So let's take like 2 glucose molecules, C6H12O6 plus another C6H12O6 equals C12H22O11 plus H2O. And because obviously 2 hydrogen molecules, 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom coming together form a water molecule that's being released in the process. And obviously as water is released, the monomers come together to form a polymer. And obviously the reaction in which large molecules are converted to monomers, so they break apart. So obviously this process would technically just be the opposite of what we just talked about, loss of water. In this process, we'd add water, and the addition of water would obviously break the polymer down into 2 or more monomers. And that's called hydrolysis. The addition of water breaks down the polymer into 2 monomers. So the root word for hydrolysis may be used many times to form other words you will learn this year. What does each root word mean? So hydro is technically water, and lysis, I guess it's like breaking apart. Although technically the disintegration of a cell by rupture. And lysis means to unbind, so kind of break apart, from that polymer structure. So this is the same reaction I was talking to you about. 2 glucose molecules, then C12H22O11 plus a water molecule right here. It's missing a water molecule, exactly. Okay. Polymers are assembled and broken down into 2 types of reactions: dehydration synthesis and hydrolysis. Obviously, this reaction that I just talked to you about, that I just mentioned, is obviously dehydration synthesis, because these two monomers are coming together. These two glucose molecules come together to form this bigger molecule, and it's released water in the process. And a glucose is technically a monomer, if you didn't know that. Yeah, and always there is water molecule released whenever two monomers come together. Dehydration synthesis is kind of universally existent when two monomers come together. Alright, let's take carbohydrates. What are the monomers of all carbohydrates? Carbohydrates monomers called monosaccharides. They're technically sugars. Okay, here are 3 sugars. I'll label each one of them. Notice that all sugars are the 2 same functional groups listed below. Name each one. This is your carbonyl group. I forgot to mention it here. It's going to have a carbon with a double bond to oxygen. This is your hydroxyl group. It has an hydroxide. It's called a hydroxyl group. And they all have different functions as well. And then this image over here mentioning all these ones. This is a crystaldehyde. This is your ribose structure, and this is your glucose structure. Notice that all of them have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen only, because these are all technically your sugars. So in carbohydrates as well, like it follows the CHO format, which is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. It doesn't have nitrogen or phosphorus. Nitrogen is found in proteins, and phosphorus is found in nucleic acids. Monosaccharides are classified by their number of carbons. All monosaccharides of a specific carbon number have the same chemical formula. What is the formula for all hexostructures or sugars? C6H12, that's your glucose formula, and all triose sugars are C3H6O2. In the next part, we'll continue with the other questions. I just want to make it short so I don't take too much, and then obviously we'll keep working along this. I'll make a playlist so that it's easy for you guys to access it. Thank you for going through this.